Buddy. Spontaneous live in my studio. Hello everyone, how are y'all doing? This feels a little weird. Haven't done a live stream since a while. How are y'all doing? Where are you from? Send me a message. Peru. I'm currently at home. I'm done working, so I have a couple of minutes to spare. I thought, why not do a quickie? A quick live. Checking in on you guys. Are you enjoying the summer heat? In Germany it's around 32 degrees. And I'm super happy that I have a lot of fans, pun intended. Small ones, big ones. One here in the studio, that's why my hair is blowing. Otherwise I can't. I am not a person who can handle the heat very well. Guatemala, Turkey, Chile. Yeah, we rescheduled our shows in Chile, Lima and Peru. Maybe you've guys seen already the flyer to next year, December. Feels like still a long time. Miss you guys, miss being on stage. This is the first summer for me to not have any festivals. So weird. But next year, hopefully. I hope that you guys are healthy and safe. There's a lot going on in the world. And yeah, being healthy and being safe are the most important things in life. And of course, your family. That is a big plus side of being home. I can finally spend more time with my family, which wasn't always the case when I was touring a lot. So wait, let me see. You guys can feel free to ask me some questions, because I will run out of things to talk about real soon. Did you see my video singing Moonwalker? Recorded it today. It was kind of spontaneous. I wanted to record a better video and audio quality, so I used my small Panasonic to film, and at the same time I was recording my vocals with my phone on GarageBand. It worked pretty well. I kind of like to say that I'm good with technical stuff. I try, but kind of a new. We're not in quarantine at the moment. My daughter has your name in your honor. Oh, that's lovely. That's really great. My parents named me Simone Simons. Well, actually, Simone Johanna Maria Simons. And a lot of people who don't know me, when they, for example, when I go to a hotel, I'm like, what's your last name? Simons. Yeah, your first name, Simone. And then they look at me like, yes, my parents really gave me that name. A lot of people think it's like an artist name, but maybe my parents knew. But Simone Simons, it's always funny, also on the phone. What's your name? Simone Simon? No, Simons. It's not that difficult, but somehow still people get confused. Or they think that I'm joking. I joke a lot, but not about my name. Vincent is doing great. He currently had some health issues, like we don't know if it was a heat stroke or a stomach flu, but he's doing much better now. No symptoms of corona. Cannot hear that word anymore. So I'm scrolling through your comments right now. Hello, hello. Brazil, to the bang, to the boom. I miss traveling a lot. I recently went to the Netherlands. I think I was in the Netherlands only one day and that same amount in the train. We are allowed to travel abroad, but when you travel in public transportation you have to wear the mask, and I did, but I was in the train for 10 hours. I visited Arjen Lucassen to work with him again for the Transitus project. He gave me his comic. I have it lying around somewhere in the house, and it's super fun to see myself as a comic figure. And it was great to be traveling again, even though I took the wrong train, or I was sitting in the train listening to music, which I always do, but I'm kind of out of routine when it comes to traveling. And then the guy who was, I don't know, Schaffner, conducteur, anybody know the English word, came to me. He was like, where do you want to go to? And he's like, yeah, that the train split and they both, and like both ends drive in a different direction, and I was in the wrong train, but luckily I got out before it went back to Düsseldorf, I think, and then I had to wait another hour at the train station, so it took me like 10 hours by train to get to the Netherlands. And I met up with Anneke van Giersbergen, which was lovely. We finally had a dinner date. We know each other for 18 years now, basically the beginning of Epica. Still remember the first time I ran into her at Noorderslag in Groningen many years ago, and she was super sweet, and she's always stayed like that, even though, you know, she is a big name in the industry. And she has become she's a good friend of mine. So we finally had a dinner date, and we went to an Indonesian restaurant in Breda. And yeah, I had like muscle ache in my 6-pack, 1-pack, I don't know, from laughing so much. And then I had to take the train back home. So that was a quick visit to the Netherlands. But we plan on going to the Netherlands in a couple of weeks. But we have to see how everything with Corona is developing. You want to have some new clues about the new album? Well, it's awesome. I love it very much. I can't wait to play the songs live. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. It still sounds like Epica, but it's more mature. I think it's more personal. The songs, like with each album, we try to do a little element of surprise, but we still maintain the classical Epica sound. So there's choir, there's orchestra, there's grunts, there's my vocals, guitars, bass, keyboard, and a couple of other new instruments that you might not have heard yet, or I'm not sure. But you have to be a little bit more patient if you want to know when the album is released or when the singles are released. You just gotta keep an eye on our social media. That's where we post everything regarding the new album. If you want to hear me sing, you can check out the song that I uploaded today, Moon River. I plan on doing more songs like that because I finally found a way to technically do it. Somebody asked me, how did you discover your passion for photography? I always loved photography since the beginning of Epica, basically. I loved the part of photo shoots, video shoots. I always thought cameras were super interesting, and loved portrait photography from the beginning. So don't only pose in front of the camera, but I like to be on the other side as well. So I have a little studio in my house, and I do portrait shoots every once in a while. Also on tour, I've done the Simone style makeup and photo shoot, which I intend on doing again for the next tour. So keep an eye out for that. That's a lot of fun. And my father also had cameras lying around in the house. He even has an old Hasselblad, the really old boxy cameras where you like look inside. And some of the first photos you've seen of me with Epica were shot with one of my father's cameras, but the first digital ones that were released, I think when I was around 16, so that's a long time ago. What kind of music do you usually listen to? Any examples, please? I love to listen to metal, lounge music, jazz music. In the beginning of the whole quarantine phase, I was listening a lot to ABBA because that was kind of uplifting to me, and I love ABBA. I think all songs are brilliant. So, and I love the new Amaranth song, and the new Delane album. It's pretty awesome. I listen to that a lot, and of course the new Epica songs. I like to work out to. There's 2 songs on the album that whenever I have to do like a home workout and I need something to pump me up, I listen to those songs. So I can recommend Epica for workout music as well. The new songs at least. Hello from Bolivia. Do you know Sittard? Ja, natuurlijk. I've passed by Station Sittard many times. Guatemala City. Have you ever met Steven Wilson? Don't think so. I'm really bad with names. But send me photos because I am, I don't know. Oliver is bad at it. Vincent is bad at remembering names. And I think they kind of infected me because I wasn't always like that. But I am very good with recognizing faces. So lots of hearts. Thank you for your music. Thank you for listening. If I know any, do you know Do Growls? No. Mark is doing the grunting. Dream collaboration. One of my all-time favorite bands is Rammstein, and they often use female vocals. So I'm still waiting for that call. Can you tell us the title of one of the songs of the new album? No, that's top secret. Back to Argentina. Do you have Smarties? No, I don't have Smarties, and I'd love to go back to Argentina. I'm doing good. I am sweating and waiting to go back on tour again. Let's see if this works. Well, I'm trying to get somebody in the chat, but I don't know if he's willing to, or she. I think it's a he. And how are you guys doing? How are you handling the COVID-19 in your home country? Hey, Robbie!
Hallo!
Hey, hoe gaat ie? How's it going?
Good.
Gaat goed?
Jazeker. Helemaal prima.
This is the first time I'm doing a live with Rob. Maybe you can say something about the new Epica album.
Well, I can't say too much. I don't know what have you been saying so far.
Not too much information. Keep it mysterious. 1 second. Oh.
You can see it's pretty hot over here. Yes, beard, exactly.
Are you at home now, Rotterdam?
Yep. Exactly.
Sweating your balls off.
Yeah, sweating my ass off indeed.
Yeah, the key is not to move too much in this heat, huh?
Exactly, or to do heavy yoga exercises like you do.
Yeah, I kind of regretted it afterwards, but it felt good to do some some movement at least. It was low impact yoga, so. But
Yeah,
I was sweating my balls off as well.
Oh, thanks for the information.
So where are the cats? Can
The
you?
cats,
I've never seen them like live. So
where are they? They are also. Let me walk around here.
Rob is a cat dad. He has how many cats now? 3?
3, yeah. Let me see. Oh, they're all hiding right now. It's
Oh,
like they almost like they know they are. Yeah, Luna's probably under the bed. Oh, let me see.
camera shy.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this.
Oh, hello. Is that a Getty?
Yep.
Oh, you want to tell maybe the story about how you found her, or how you know met her or became acquainted?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, she was a stray cat. I found her like a year ago. She was probably like they guessed she was like 7 or 8 weeks old, but she looked like she was like only like 3 or 4 weeks old. She was really small, was really tiny. She was really neglected. Her health was terrible. Oh, she's right here. Yeah, she was in a terrible shape, and yeah, the owners also didn't want her back because actually brought her to the vet, and they had to give her medication, antibiotics, because she had a terrible cat flu, and next to that she also had like earbuds, and so she was, things were also her teeth were very infected and everything. So in the end, we decided to just to adopt her. So I brought her with me, and that was actually the day before I had a show with John Petrucci in Holland. So I was walking around there with a cat bench, and people were talking like, "That's a strange luggage you have over there." It's exactly, but yeah.
That's a strange looking bass guitar.
Exactly. She doesn't sound like a bass guitar, but oh no, she's licking my. Oh no, she's not.
She's licking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just had an apple before. I just suffocating on Instagram here. It's not Corona, everybody.
You shouldn't inhale an apple.
No, the Snow White syndrome.
Here's another duder over here. Here's our magic black witchy cat. Let me see.
Oh, oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, but that was the other kitty you got after you got Getty or before? I don't remember.
Yeah, after.
After, yeah, to keep her company because you have a third cat and she's like a grandma, right?
Yeah, she's 18 and a half years old, so, and
Still doing good?
yeah. No, yes, actually today we went to the vet, for a little checkup because she has liver cancer. She doesn't have that much longer to live actually. And but they're still giving her some time because she's actually doing better considering the whole circumstances, because she's actually pretty sick. But then again, we gave her some medication, and she's a real tough one. So let's see how long she'll survive.
Yeah, now with the heat, the animals are also suffering.
Yeah, also this animal over here is suffering.
Yeah, yeah, the hair gets
It's too
explosive.
fluffy over here, yeah.
Well, I guess the cats are really lucky to have you as a cat dad because you take such good care of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's especially now we're at home a lot, so I have all the day to take care of them all the time. So, but right at the moment they are pretty boring because they're sleeping all the day anyway. So that's
Yeah,
really good.
somebody's asking where's my cat, but I actually wrote a blog post that it's our neighbor's cat. I think he's a Norwegian forest cat.
Oh yeah.
Because he brought me some dead things again, and I had quite a story to tell, so I wrote a blog post about it. But he's not my cat; he's from the neighbors, but he has adopted us, and he has actually over the last 2 years become more. How do you say? He's opened up more. He likes to now sit on my lap and sleep there, and he didn't really do that in the beginning. So
Okay, that's good.
our relationship has deepened.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, as long as you give them food and attention and petting and whatever, then it
Yeah.
should be okay. But some cats don't care about that at all.
No, they're very how do you say, they sense energy really
Yeah.
strongly. So if they like you, they also like Oliver a lot, and Oliver's like, he doesn't like the fact that they are hunters, But all cats go to Oliver as well because I think he's very, how do you say, peaceful, and
Hmm.
cats are drawn to that. And he doesn't like overly pet them. He just lets them be, and then they come to him and shove their tail in his nose, stuff like that, or the butthole in the face, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. They like it as well. I have that with one cat. Luna also always she sleeps also in the bedroom, and she has the tendency, especially when you're ready to sleep, to sit on your face. Very charming.
uh, there's this song. Is it from Monty Python? Sit on my face,
Tell me
something.
that you love me.
Yeah, I sit on your face and tell you I love you too.
Yeah.
I don't know the. I had to think about that.
Uh,
Oh, I turned off my ventilator, my fan, and now I'm like.
yeah, exactly. Well, I have it on. I have just a small one over here, but still. It's time to take another cold shower in a bit.
Yeah, I think I do
Yeah.
that too. Somebody says you look like Boss Maas.
Boss Maas?
No, I don't think so.
No.
He looks like Rob.
Exactly.
Cats choose people, not the other way around. Yeah, that's how it is.
Somebody's asked me if I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Of course. It's probably the reason why I'm going to buy a PS5.
Yeah, you're gonna get one because we're thinking of getting one too. Because both of my guys are big Game Boys, so.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Well, and yeah, let's see how much time we have to
I
play games.
like the Nintendo games, so we're gonna get a Nintendo Switch, I think.
That's good, especially for Vincent.
I love Mario. I'm old school.
Yeah, my nephews also have a Switch, and they are always talking about playing Mario and everything. They're big fans.
Mhm.
Ah.
Somebody wrote that your Deep Purple collection is awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty big collection. I just yeah, today I finally received a new album, box version. I mean, sometimes I say that our fans are crazy if it comes to buying everything on different kind of vinyls and colors and everything. But to be honest, I'm the same.
Yeah, you're actually the biggest collector of the band, also when it
Yeah.
comes to Hellboy merchandise.
Yep.
Do you mind showing us a little bit of your Hellboy collection?
A lot of stuff is right now is actually packed.
Oh, why?
Let me see. There's some stuff. I have some stuff displayed, but let me see.
I don't know how I can switch off the comments.
That's a big.
That's a nice close up of your nose.
Let me see over here. Here are a few pretty cool statues over here.
Wow.
As you can see as well. I see here that's the fawn from Pan's Labyrinth.
And we went to the LA Museum of Arts together when they had the Pan's Labyrinth
Exactly.
displayed. Wow.
It's also a very cool bust. This one is actually the only one made. This is from Frankenstein, but it's also from Mike Mignola. It's from the same story, actually.
Awesome.
A lot of stuff, and the gun, of course. Bang.
Ooh.
And yeah,
It's a big gun.
a shitload of books and everything, and
That's really awesome.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
The only thing that I kind of collected like movie merchandise wise were everything Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, I also have some stuff from Nightmare Before Christmas that was pretty cool, the Tim Burton stuff.
yeah, and Vincent likes it too, so he has a little Jack Skeleton, stuffed Jack Skeleton. And he loves vampires and like scary movies.
I believe Super 7 right now has all these new figures coming up as well.
Guillermo del Toro, yeah. Both Rob and I are big fans.
Yep. Rob, do you play Destiny? No, no. So far I haven't played it, but maybe it's better that I don't play it, or else I will screw up my time all the not come out anymore, not being productive. To be honest, I do have some games over here, but I made a little agreement with myself just to play. If I play maybe like 1 or 2 hours a day, but not each and every day. Because I remember the first time actually when I bought a PlayStation and I played a game and I started, it was something like starting in 10 in the morning, and I said like, okay, I'm gonna play just an hour or something, but it was so addictive that by the time that I wanted to quit and do the groceries, somebody was already ringing the bell and came back from work and like, oh, is dinner already served? Oh.
Yeah, playing games and video games I know.
Yep. So I kind of gave up on that addiction.
Time passes, or you lose track of time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Totally.
I have two game nerds at home, so
I must admit, with this whole lockdown, I only played like one game. That's it.
Oh,
So
very disciplined. But you're still teaching bass, but now it's holidays, right?
yeah, it's holiday right now. Yeah, so I have time, but now it's too warm to game. Way too hot over here. Yeah.
So what's for dinner tonight? What are you gonna cook?
Oh, I'm gonna keep it very simple. Just a simple salad, and yesterday I also brought some, yeah, like some spreads and some cheese stuff and everything. Just keep it very simple, pretty light. So no, today's not a day really to cook.
Yeah, cooking in the kitchen. We have a very hot apartment because it's underneath the rooftop. But then when you're cooking in the kitchen in the heat and the oven is on, the stove is on, it's like sweating bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And the appetite is much less, but we're still doing the HelloFresh things to get like 3 meals a week.
Okay.
Oliver has been cooking and he kind of became more confident in the kitchen, so
That's good.
cool. And I have more time to work then when he's cooking. And I told you I had my first Indonesian like restaurant
Oh
experience
yeah. It was
lately
in Breda.
in Breda. Yeah, it was really good.
Hmm.
Rob actually is a very good cook, and he cooked my first Indonesian meal during the recordings of the Quantum Enigma or the Holographic Principle.
Actually, good question. Could be both, but probably the first one.
I think the Quantum Enigma. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
delicious. Rob is a very good cook, so.
Thank you. Yeah, but it's time to cook again and make it like a complete rice table and stuff like that.
I didn't know when we were actually at the restaurant. Anneke and myself, we thought, okay, we ordered this and this and this, but on the menu it says you have to order a minimum of 20 euros per person. But we didn't know it's a little bit like tapas, like you get like small dishes, and then people around us had like the whole table full, and we had like 6 little dishes, so we kept on ordering more and more and more because we felt we were inexperienced with the kind of restaurant.
If you're not familiar with it, then that's the first time. It might be a little bit weird, but yeah, it's quite traditional to actually, mostly order like a rice table, and then just like you said, like with the other people, they probably give you like 10 different dishes at the same time, either with rice or with noodles or whatever. Mostly rice, of course. And you can eat it all at the same time, but you can also eat it separately. But it's more like traditional to have, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and put it all on one plate. Yeah, but the danger for me for Indonesian food is always, oh, there's a little one playing over here. Oh, whatever. The danger is always that I keep eating and eating and eating. I can never stop eating.
We had the same problem. We were overeating. It was like, oh, it's so good, and like I had to open the button of my pants.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, so I could eat more. Yeah.
And also the bad thing is also that you can eat it cold and it still tastes great.
And for dessert, I had I don't know the English name, spekkoek.
Spekkoek, yeah.
Typical Indonesian cake, the layer cake. It was really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's also mostly made with coconut and with bananas and stuff like that, and with
Yummy.
cinnamon, I believe. It's been a
Yeah,
while,
it has
but
it had some cinnamon, like some spicy herbs in it. It was,
mhm.
but I wouldn't want. I like to bake, but I don't think I want to bake like that kind of cake because
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work and maybe tedious, you know, because you have to do layer, 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 layer. You have to,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also if you want to make it very consistent and make it like look really tight, like it's served, it takes a lot of work.
Did you ever make one?
Yeah. When
Huh?
back in the days when I used to do some courses with my mother, and she also cooks Indonesian food, and we also had an assignment that we had to make one. And it was a total bitch to make it. Yeah, but we managed it. But if I want spec cook, then I'll probably go to some toko or whatever and buy it over there. For me, it's too much work. I'm not patient enough.
Yeah, and the
Well,
times.
I can be patient for it, but I prefer to buy it and put the time into a good rice table or something.
Somebody is writing. There's a restaurant in Utrecht called Blauw. It's really
Blau.
good for Indonesian
Okay,
food.
gonna check it out.
Blauw. Yeah, and I don't remember the name of the restaurant I was at, but I can post it. I think didn't I post it in the stories?
Hmm. Yeah, but I'm going to check it out anyway, so it's always good.
And now I'm getting hungry. Us talking about food.
Ja, dus even. Het is zeker lekker, ja, dat klopt.
Ja, lekker eten. Goed eten.
Goed eten, jongen.
Ja. Worstenbroodjes.
Zeker.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go cook something light. Thank you for joining me, Rob. It was fun. Spontaneous.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me. Didn't
Yeah,
see that one coming.
thanks for accepting my my call.
Always. Yeah.
Say hi to the lovely wife and the cats.
Will.
And then I let you go. Bye bye. Tot ziens.
Peter.
Peter. Okay. That was fun. I will stay online for just a couple more minutes to answer some questions if you have any, and then I have to, like I said before, enter the kitchen, make something to eat. Hallo Jens. Influencer. I had to turn the ventilator and fan back on because it was getting ugly, the sweating in front of the camera. Any more questions? Otherwise, I'm going to go into the kitchen. Did you try exotic local food when touring? I'm always a little bit careful. Like I don't go to those little like the street, how do you call them, food shops, because I have had my fair share of food poisoning on the road, and that's no fun. I can tell you, my first time when I had food poisoning was in Turkey, and a lot of us got sick back then. I remember it was nasty. And the last time I had food poisoning was in Colombia. It was after I ate sushi, and I honestly thought I was going to die. It was so bad. I had my heart was racing, like pounding out of my chest. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And then the obvious happens when you have food poisoning. It comes out everywhere. Do you think about recording with Amy Lee? If she'd like me to, I will say yes. Do you like pop music? I don't. Yeah, I think I do like pop music, but I like music in general. So if I just like the melody or the vocals, I'm drawn to that type of music. So I have a very wide musical taste, and I don't only listen to metal or only to classical music. For me, music is such a, how do you say, großes Angebot. So many beautiful music out there, music genres. Have you tried cooking foreign food? Yes. I am a huge fan of Thai food, and I'm one of those people that loves cilantro. And I think there's a lot of people who think it tastes like soap. Write me in the comments if you like cilantro, yes or no. I put like a big pile of cilantro on everything if it fits to the dish. So like green curry, red curry, yellow curry. I love mint. I love spring onions and like roasted nuts. I'm a huge spicy food lover as well. Groeten uit Amersfoort. Hallo. Yeah, I'm team cilantro. Coriander for life. Okay, guys, time to go offline. I will not bore you any longer with food talk because I guess I'm just making you guys hungry. Keep an eye out for our social media for the new record. More information will be released soon. And until then, you're welcome to check out our awesome studio vlogs. I think we have about 7 or 8 uploaded on our social media. And there you can hear already some new music, like a little sneak peek. So, thank you so much for joining me. Dankeschön. Gracias. Obrigada. Grazie mille. And I'm going offline. Bye.